Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to answer the top 5 most frequently asked African safari questions before you go on holiday. Let's get started. Okay, so number 5, is an African safari holiday safe? And the answer to that is yes, if you pay attention to the rules that you would do in any other place. For example, when you're in the reserves, listen to what the guides say. Remember, you're in the wild. You're not the alpha predator or the alpha male or the alpha anything. You're on the food list. Well, you're not really on the food list, but you're certainly not the strongest one in the food chain, right? So stick to the routes. When your guide says to you, don't get out the vehicle and don't go wandering into the bush, don't do that. Stay by your guide, right? I have been amazed by what some people will do. For example, we woke up one morning and the camp was looking for one of the travelers who decided it was a good idea to go for a run in the wild in their bright orange running shorts. And after much skirmish and looking around, we saw the gentleman come running into the camp at about 8:30 in the morning because he thought it would be a good idea to go for a jog. Remember, lions like things that run around and maybe they're hungry and hadn't had a meal in a while. Don't do that. Okay, number 4, what clothes to wear on safari? This is such a common question, but it really doesn't matter. You can wear just about anything. Obviously, you don't want to wear like really bright colors, but if you really want to, that's on you. The worst that's going to happen is that you're going to feel a little bit out because you're going to look around, and for the most part, everybody's wearing earth tones or neutral colors or solid colors. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Even in the evenings, it's not a big dress-up party. We're more interested in dealing with the environment and the matters of the day and how everyone's enjoying their trip than what we are about what are you wearing and do you look like you just walked out of a Fendi or Prada store. Nobody really cares, especially here in Africa. We're more about connecting with the animals, the environment, and each other. So you can wear pretty much anything for the most part, to be honest. Number 3, where can I see the big 5 animals on safari? Now, you can see the big 5 animals in most parks. You can see them in the Kruger, in Botswana, in Tanzania, in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Zambia. So pretty much where you're going, there will be the big 5 animals. Now, the question that comes into mind would be, where can you see all of them, or where have you got the highest chance of seeing all of them? And one of the most elusive or shy animals is the leopard, which can be very difficult to see, and for that we recommend the private reserves of the Greater Kruger National Park. So the Timbavati is a really excellent place because it has a lot of rocky hills and outcrops, areas, habitats that leopards love. But for the most part, you can see the big 5 just about anywhere in Africa. Number 2, when is the best time to go to the Kruger Park? Now, if you want to go to the Kruger Park, it is a year-round destination, but the best time is from the back end of July through October. This is coming out of winter, the back end of winter, so temperatures are a bit cooler, and more importantly, it's coming out of the dry season, so the vegetation is not as dense and not as thick, so you can easily spot animals, and due to the cooler temperatures, the animals are more active. So that is when we recommend, if you really want to narrow it down to the ultimate best time to go to the Kruger, I'm going to say August, and that should be perfect conditions. Number 1, where is the best place to go on an African safari? Guys, this is really subjective. If it's your first time on safari, we recommend the Kruger Park because it's got the widest variety of animals. There's over 140 large mammal species and over 500 bird species, of which roughly 250 of those are year-round resident species. You're also pretty much guaranteed to see the big 5, especially in the private reserves. If you've already been to the Kruger Park, we recommend the Okavango Delta. It's a very unique location, a lot of waterways, so you can go on Mokoro safaris, which are dugout canoes, where you meander along the waterways and you can get up close to the local wildlife as they come down to quench their thirst. If you want to go and see the Great Migration, obviously the Serengeti, and we recommend a tented safari because the lodge may not be on the migratory path when the migration is there, unless of course it's the calving season in February, where you can go to the lodges. Of course, they are going to be extremely busy, lots of tourists. So a tented safari for the Serengeti, so you can go to where the migration is. And that's pretty much it. Those are your top 5 most common African safari questions. If you have any more, hit us up. We're happy to help you. Take care. Cheers.